I was working from home when someone ambushed me from behind. I thought I was a dead man, but then I realized it was some kind of syringe. Within seconds, my vision started going blurry. I didn't even have a chance to fight back before everything went black. A few hours later, a phone call jolted me awake. I had no idea who the guy on the other end was, but he knew my name. What really threw me off was that I was still at home, completely unharmed. There wasn't even a sign of a break-in. My special forces training kicked in immediately. The attacker wasn't after me. I bolted to my son's room. Just as I feared, he was gone. I tore through the entire house, inside and out, but there was no trace of him. That's when the voice on the phone gave me the answer. My son was being held in some rundown warehouse with a poison gas pipe running overhead. If I did what they wanted, my boy would live. It was clearly a threat, but what choice did I have? I had to play along. Following their instructions, I headed to my garage. There was a box sitting on the floor that definitely hadn't been there before.
This is your bulletproof SUV.
They'd already mapped out a route for me. I followed the GPS to the destination, an upscale hotel. The voice told me there was some kind of alliance ceremony going down inside between rival groups. My mission was to take everyone out and wreck their partnership.
This is insane, okay? I can't just go in there shooting up the place. What about the innocent bystander?
He assured me these guys were stone cold killers and that I wouldn't face any consequences for eliminating them.
Whatever floats your boat now. Be back in a minute.
Thinking about my son's life on the line, I grabbed a submachine gun and went in. There were no guards at the entrance because everyone inside was already drunk off their asses. They never saw it coming. My approach was straightforward. Get in and light them up. I took out half of them in the first spray of bullets, then immediately found cover. These weren't amateurs. Once they snapped out of it, they'd hit back hard. But they had zero tactical training. I used the cover and kept moving, picking off the remaining targets one by one. The second it was done, I sprinted back to the car and peeled out of there. I demanded the guy keep his word and release my son. What I didn't know was that he kidnapped my boy specifically to turn me into his personal hitman and eliminate his competition. Even if I died in the process, he had nothing to lose and no way to be traced back to him. That's why he wasted no time giving me my second assignment.